him and Gumayusi, and that brush there would have been really difficult for Guma to come over and help him out. Especially because they didn't know where Dread is. They will now.
Yeah, flash play comes in. Great devour, but the hook was right there from Peter. Exhaust comes down. Now the Moonfall lands just onto Gumayusi. Carrier has done all the tanking that he can, and Guma finally goes down. Ghost gets excited, but the play comes back. The Heartseeker will be enough to do it, though, as BDD makes his way in. Owner's being a jinx, though, and he's pretty scary while he's doing it. Chaos Storm comes down. Peter not going to be able to find the hook this time around.
To where Dread is at all times, because this is when the game can really turn on its head.
Oh, that hook was sick. Play comes back there as Carrier's going to get slowed down by the box, but Gumayusi pops out. He's got full health. And Dread and Peter not going to be enough to protect this one. BDD turns up, though. And I think that T1 might respect that. Empowered Shock Blast lands onto Zeus, but we're just going to pan away from the top lane. As, okay, all of the boys have turned up. Owner's going to have to Heartbreaker to get himself out. Doesn't have Flash available, but damn, that would have given me a heart attack, I tell you that much. As Carrier's going to try and get out, but yeah, that bit avoided. From the Baron pit comes on in, as that is a great lantern and an even better hook as well. As Zeus just gets told to get the heck out of there, needs to disengage now as Dread flashes, goes golden as well, but not able to get the kills, and the Heartbreaker comes back. It's heartbreaking for Nongshim as well, as now they're turning the fight around. Owner dives right in, but I don't know whether that was a little bit too excited, as the Aphelios is also going to go down, and Nongshim will reign supreme in the end.
I mean, after what was a very messy first series for us tonight, I'm like,
that might have an impact, but it still looks really good as another hook this time onto Gumayusi, as Carrier just evaporates. The same can be said for Gumayusi as well, and Nongshim.
Yep. Now Faker is just slowly trying to get into range, but he's getting poked out by the Jace.
Yeah, another Shock Blast is going to connect there on the T1's mid laner. They should be able to lock this one. Oh, and it steals it away! Oh, he will pay for it with his life, but he'll take that trade any day of the week, and Nongshim did all the work. There's even more poke coming out of Faker now, as they're all on the run with low health bars. And Death Rays need to be respected. A lot of damage on BDD right now, especially in closer range for this particular Victor with his Lich Bane.
There's some good poke.
Oh my god! Well, Dread gonna have to throw down the Moonlight Vigil, gets taken down extraordinarily low and then immediately punished. The hook is gonna connect onto Carrier. Chaos Storm's there as well, but it's not going to kill him. Gumayusi over the wall, that is a stopwatch. It's gonna get broken as Carrier actually flashes.
It's gonna slowly lose the game, that's the real question.
There's no control ward here on this Baron either. As you can see, Nongshim, they know exactly what's happening, but Dread has to get into position if they want this. The third Baron comes down, and Nongshim do nothing about it. Do any real damage. Zeus, very, very tanky. The rest of the
oh
my god.
Can't fight anymore. You just can't do it.
Yep, Dread can't go in.
That's it. Like that poke is like basic game winning for T1 now, amongst all the other things that happened in the last 20 minutes. But
well,
that's the last nail in the
5 seconds, and he went to the Krug camp in order to try and get some health back. As Redemption comes on in, Canna not going to get the heal from it, unfortunately. His barrel even hurts, as yeah, the Elder's getting taken, and Nongshim, you have to do something. You got to try and do anything. Faker's got a package to deliver, and he might just deliver it to your Nexus, and you're not even going to be there. You're not going to be home.
Yeah, I mean,
are we base racing? What's happening here? You don't have any structures.
This is a bad look for Nongshim. I hate to say it. You don't win this race.
Well, I mean, they're still going to go for it, I guess, but I don't think it's going to work. They're going to try as Zeus comes in and says, absolutely not. And T1, they don't even need to win it. Dread wrapping around here. Owner is going to be discovered. There's the Destiny as BDD does find the gold card onto Carrier. No flash, remember, as there's the flash in. Dread is going to pick up the kill, but they trade back immediately. Level 5 only, still for the Lee Sin. As Dread doesn't find himself this one, but Zeus going to face check. And there's the Destiny. This is what we want. Some proactive play from Nongshim. There's the kick. Perfect execution comes through as well. And that gets around the wall. BDD definitely playing with a lot of respect. Teleporter going to be utilized here as Canna makes his way over. And there is the Destiny now, as it is going to be secured by Dread, and now Canna getting into the backline. This is a lot of damage. Final Chapter doing a lot of work as Faker is taken down immediately. The gravity field did a fair bit of work, but Carrier is left on his own. BDD tries to flash his way out as Zeus down to half health, now diving back in. The needlework doesn't quite work though, as that is a double kill for Canna. Dread looking for Owner as well, and he should get it as Gumayusi just getting ignored, and the rest of his team is torn apart. Kind of wanting a little bit more. Wanted to pick up that kill onto his ex-teammate as he finds the 5-point strike, and I don't think you're safe underneath this turret, Gumayusi, and he's absolutely not. The tanker Kali gets the work done and surely will take down the outer turret. Dread gonna have to get out of here. T1 putting on some pressure. Dread going to land the Q, but it's picked up by Ona, so he has nowhere to go now. Canna turns up now as well. Ults right in and gets right out again. That
It was 3 before that.
Yep, as Canna's going to find Zeus here, or has Zeus found Canna is the question, as they're fighting over the Wolves. The rest of T1 are going to turn up faster, though, as the Cataclysm comes on through. Canna's going to get taken down as Ghost. Not enough damage right now.
As T1 are just sticking to the mid lane. And, uh-oh, Faker.
Faker in trouble. There's the gold card. Everfrost there as well, and that is all too easy. This is how you play the Twisted Fate. As Zeus is teleported in, it's another gold card, and it's free for BDD. T1 are looking to try and trade this with the inner turret in the mid lane, but it's going to be a race, and Destiny is available. They haven't pulled the trigger just yet as Dread gets in, kicks out the jungler, but Ona gets back in. He flashes, picks up the Baron. No one takes the Baron from this man as Dread is trying to escape, has a big old shield, and now Canna has finally got here. The jungler battle is going to be won by the man with the more friends, and now Canna is trying to delete all of these Barons. Carrier not going to be so lucky. 2 of them looking to try and escape, but the curtains have been called. Dread gets forward. Zeus dives over, and he is immune. Thankfully manages to get the circle, but he's running in the wrong direction. Oh, is he actually a genius? Is the question. They have no idea where he has gone.
Yeah, Zeus is eventually probably going to get tracked down here, but the biggest win is they delete most of those Barons from the steal there.
But not with a completely destroyed base. Gumayusi almost dead here as Dread trying to get into that backline. The curtains have been called, and T1, they have to respect it. The final chapter comes down as well. This Yuumi keeping them all in position while their inhibitor is taken once again. Super Mega Death Rocket to do some damage onto Canna, but he's not too worried about it as now Ghost has been engaged on. Just do that. As Dread taking a few autos here from Gumayusi. As the wildcards come down, slowed up there. Hextech Soul helping out as Canna is on the bottom side of the map. Deadly Flourish tries to soften up the members of T1, but there is no real poke this time around. No Corkies in this game as Baron is up in 3 seconds time, and Nongshim not in position.
Yeah, no teleport for Kana. He's going to walk all the way here.
Yeah.
They're going to use the Hextech Gate.
Yeah, Teleporter is going to come down as T1 know that they want to turn this one. Dread tries to get into the backline. There's the final chapter, and it's a great gold card that lands. The Jinx already taken down as now Faker's in trouble as well. Chaos Storm trying to get that zoning in, but Canna finally turns up, and the Victor cannot do anything. The backflips are coming through. All of the 5-point strikes, and you can tell this is so cathartic for the former T1 player.
The flying colors make that first pick Twisted Fate work swimmingly here.
Oh, yeah.
And it was off of 2 Hextech Gate teleports.
Blitzcrank whenever he could. As we get the slight zoom in, and Faker going to get punished.
Yeah.
Picking up that cannon minion. BDD in position here as that is 2 autos away from dead. Oh, that's the rocket grab we were looking for. Stands on the lantern as well as Gumayusi tries to walk back to it, and that is first blood to Ghost. Peter, write it down, Wolf. Write it down.
So, unseen Poppy on the top side of the map.
And Carrier is doing that classic solo queue thing as he's lost someone on the bottom side of the map. He's going to roam mid, and they pick up the kill. It's beautifully done. Faker grabs that one. There's some acceleration gate action happening here as Dread picks up his buckler, and Zeus going to have to flash, and now he's just trying to stay away from that wall. Canna can't fight back if the turret is going to hit him, and it is going to go down. Dread going to flash as well.
More experience, but he is under threat. Dread is coming in looking for this kill.
Yeah.
Easy hook follow-up.
Yep. So
Ghost says, wait, give me the kill, please.
Yeah. Oh, takes the lantern, and Gumayusi just walks it out.
I mean, still...
Never you mind, not even close.
Still a huge win here, though, for the side of Nongshim. It was greedy to try to give the kill to Ghost, but...
second plate, as you can see, does Ghost. Able to just sever him Q.
Already used the hook.
The hook is not going to connect as Peter. That's not it. That's not it, buddy. As there's the flame. Moonlight Vigil comes down. Ghost flashes. What is this? That was sick. He's able to pick up the kill on the Thresh, but now, Dread, can you survive as Gumayusi's just free hitting? The wind becomes lightning. He's still looking for even more as Dread has to flash to get over the wall. BDD, absolutely no mana, and Faker flashes on top of the Poppy. He should be able to grab this. A couple more autos. If he wants to get it, and he does, just sets up one of the Sand Soldiers and he'll be all right as now BDD has to deal with this minion wave and Faker and Ona closing in. Peter has respawned though as there's the stun. He wants to get underneath the turret as he misses that hook. You can't hit them all, I guess. Just a couple in a row now.
Missed the previous one, and he said in his interviews that he often gets shaky hands in high-stress matches. This is the highest-stress match Nongshim has had so far. As Karia's up here.
Yeah, Kana understands that he has to get the heck out of there as the hook. Karia trying to get out of the situation. Faker not going to get knocked up. That was actually really important that he manages to get out before Blitzcrank registers the auto. And he does.
And it looks like this is going to be, with that exchange on the bottom side, T1 starting up the streak. Peter is looking for a potential hook here.
Yeah, and Ghost is just going to get closed in on that play. Was so sick from Carrier. Special delivery. Here's a samurai right on top of your face.
It's both disengaging from Peter on the Drake and also assassinating the enemy Aphelios all in one lantern.
Yep.
As Carrier is just going to try to zone Peter out further.
Well, there's the hook. And Flame Chompers go down, but Carrier gets a nice double flay. I don't know whether it's going to be enough. Oh, I think perhaps it is. As gives him the old thumbs up, as this is always have that bit of relevance. Zeus is going to find Peter, and Peter's like, oh dear, as the rocket grab is going to connect. There's the Moonlight Vigil, as Ghost just wants to try and kill him before he kills Peter, and he does so. Peter is hiding right now as he flashes on forward. And there is Shirley. Peter almost just straight up dies. Super Mega Death Rocket, not quite enough, but yeah, Peter isn't hooking anyone. And Shirley is going to deal with this outer turret very nicely. T1 not afraid whatsoever, as Owner is going to get thrown away. It is going to be Nongshim picking up this Drake, but that is double charge, maybe triple.
He's going for the inhibitor charge. There's no one here to stop it. And that might actually even lead to an inhibitor take.
Yeah, that's an inhibitor to go, inhibited turret to go down. Well, Nongshim, 20 seconds until they're going to fight, as B2D getting chunked out there by the Shock Blast. Actually very important here. T1 wanting to make sure that B2D can't just stand up and fish for these Scatter the Weeks.
So much vision removed here. Peter doesn't have a great hook target at the moment. Position good.
And there's Super Mega Death Rocket. Now B2D is too far away from this. He does have teleport, didn't use it to get back on the map earlier. As Ghost clears out a ward, and T1, this was so good.
Yeah.
They make sure that they get the chunk that they needed and then immediately move in and take control of the area. They do need to sweep, as Carrier is going to start off this Drake, as Dread to throw himself into the pit. Ghost with Gravitum is scary.
BDD on the side here. Faker's looking for a flank.
Yeah, as Owner, can he actually win another smite is the question, and absolutely he can. Dread has just not been there, really, when it comes to these smites, outside of being on his Lee Sin. Yeah.
You're going to have to get ready to turn here, Nongshim. This is probably game deciding.
Crescendum, as there's the rocket grab. Carrier's going to get hooked, knocked up, not dead just yet. Oh, but BDD does manage to finish it off. Now Faker looks for him. There's the Emperor's Divide, and they trade back mid for support. You'll take that as T1. Nongshim back away immediately from that Baron.
Backed off, might have had a better chance.
As here we go. Ghost aggressive once again. A great hook to come through from Peter as they finish it off.
All the players, this is the most surprising.
This is blowing my mind. He's just playing so well. This whole series has been really good as, Tanania goes the rocket. And now Nongshim with a man advantage in this Baron pit. Owner, he does have free reign of getting into this pit as that Shock Blast was just massive. Owner thinks that it's his time to go, but the ultimate from Dread this time, he'll be able to lock it down as Zeus gets on in there. That is going to be Faker finding Ghost. Exactly the target that he needed to get as Nongshim desperately trying to get out.
With this build is he's got the rapid fire cannon, he's got long range, he heals back up immediately off of the scuttle after taking that.
Oh, hook does connect. That is right on the edge. The Chompers go down and good night, Poppy. Yeah. Vision control everywhere for T1. Mid control is now being picked up by Nongshim. As, Calibrum doing a bit of work there onto Faker. Ghost is a huge target, and Owner is off on the side. The flank angle is fantastic. Dread tanks up the rocket. They're trying to avoid this poke damage, and Jinx, just regular auto attacks are poke, as now Ghost is going to try to get pushed back to the rest of the team. The heroic charge comes down as Peter just straight up dies, and now Owner dives on top of the Aphelios. There is nothing he can do, and T1 have taken over. BDD off on the back end of this fight as Scatter the Weak will connect. That grabs themselves the Guardian Angel, and now Faker dives into the backline, but will be taken down by a perfectly timed Dark Spear, and now a teleport to get BDD to safety. Carrier spots him, but he will get back towards this base as Gumayushi was pushing. Dread now in no man's land once again.
Already used his ult.
Yeah, I don't think we're Hex flashing out of this one either. And Zeus getting this big purple worm. Dread, yeah, wants to try and get in there. Avoids the hook at least as the rocket grab also goes wide. It's a lot of damage with that Moonlight Vigil, but T1 still stays standing and they lock down the Baron. They held their ground this time and they were rewarded for it.
Yeah, Nongshim are not going to be able to base race this one. They might be able to split Baron recalls though if T1 play this poorly.
Oh, Ghost, speaking of playing it poorly, unfortunately out of position, the Gale Force comes down and it's Peter that pays the price. Crescent Guard is on for Owner, so he is very on the top side of the map, but look at how quickly these structures evaporate. Gumuji gets any sort of free time. He will just rip them apart, and Faker is doing so much damage on this Azir. It is just ridiculous. Yep, T1 take 2 inhibitors, but they are looking for these Nexus turrets. Moonlight Vigil does go down. Manages to find a couple of snares there as Peter looking to try and get himself out. He won't be able to though because Zeus has dived on top. And that is the Jinx now picking up these kills. Faker goes golden on the fountain, and Kana will be taken down as well. Gumushi cleans up his former teammate, and T1 will get the 2-1 victory.